Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Simon and that's Marmalade. Evil Witch 19. This is the final episode and it took me a couple of weeks to figure out this episode on how I was going to end the series. This last episode's almost a bit like a movie with what sort of happens, and everything over this last video, information came during what happened, after what happened, and a lot more after what happened, but you never get the total truth from people. It's always second and third Chinese whispers, etc. But we left it on 18 that Joy had just turned back up into right in the middle of that town she was at before, next to the tribe, with her big minder boyfriend, and she'd gone back to buying and selling gold. There was lots of talk about her, but all those threats from the tribe, nothing happened, and it went a few months, and she was quite surprised, I'm guessing, that nothing was happening. Was it because she had this great big minder? I don't know. However, there was a plot behind the scenes going on, and Joy had no idea from what we can make out. So the elder, who was in prison for a 7-year sentence for dealing in illicit goods coming in from Holland, being distributed in the UK, obviously she'd had a sentence and all along she was trying to make out that she wasn't the big party in this. Now, lots of stories came out later on, and we don't know how it transpired and started, but somehow those type of teams in the police that deal with that sort of thing, she had done a deal with them for a lowered sentence to help them catch a bigger fish. Now it's just like the movies, someone gets put inside, they do a deal. Now I didn't realise that, you see it in the movies, you don't think it happens in real life, but somewhere along the line a deal was done, and we know this for fact because her 7-year sentence, after 2 years she got out, and that was no way that would have happened normally. So a deal must have been done, and later on we found it was. Joy was just carrying on as normal, and then she broke up with the big tough guy. He just disappeared off the scene, and she was seen, instead of being seen with him everywhere, she was just started to be seen on her own again. She'd let her guard down, but she wasn't making great money. It was a time when things started getting tough with work, and people, there was only so much second-hand gold about and jewellery and things. But she still had the feeling there was threats over her head. And out of the blue, the tribe got hold of her, and we don't know how the communications were made, but I'm guessing that the police had set this up, that the elder could talk to the tribe and then talk to Joy. Joy suddenly was in the tribe shop. She was seen over the next year in there all the time. And from what we heard was that the elder had said that she would stop all the threats and leave Joy alone if she gave her X amount of pounds compensation for being in prison when she shouldn't have been there, or she should have been anyway for what she was doing, but X amount, maybe 20,000-30,000 pounds compensation for getting locked up. But more so, we were hearing that the elder wasn't earning money, and she wanted to earn money. Well, this is the story that was sold to Joy from what we can make out. She wasn't making money, and she still had her network. Even though she's already been banged up for this, she wanted to get it all rolling again, and have someone run it for her. And to straight away, all the alarm bells would have been ringing to a normal person. But Joy, greed, went for it. And we couldn't figure this out. Why? And it just went quiet for a year, where she was just there all the time. But afterwards we found out that the elder had set up a complete, her old network and made it bigger. How she did it from where she was, I don't know. She got the network running, and Joy, all she had to do was be in the tribe office running it. There was guys going over with trucks and different vehicles, bringing stuff back, distributing it, selling it. But everything had to go through Joy, all the money, and it was all cash. And the tribe would help Joy, even though those three weren't involved in that, but they would help her with bits and pieces. So all we can guess is that it started, she got in there and agreed to get the hassle off her back and make a load of money. Now, there must have been a percentage going to the elder. Why would she get into it? Why on earth? We cannot to this day work out why she didn't see the alarm bells and accept it. It was madness. Just didn't make sense that she'd go and work for the woman she'd got thrown in jail. But she did. And it went on for a long time, a year, maybe more. And she was running this illegal organisation from the tribe shop unit. And we know it was done on a laptop, which later on found out. And it was all cash, we found out later. What happened? Well, it was like a movie, as I said. It was a setup. We think the elder had done a deal for a lowered sentence to entrap Joy. Now, Joy was she is an evil person, and everything she did was evil. I mean, her kids, were they even Errol's? But she dumped them on him. He never came back on the scene. He brought those kids up, he carried on his job, and okay, he's got a mortgage on the house, but he's still in his mum's house. And he carried on with life and is fine, from what we can make out. She did some nasty stuff to him, and then other people. A day came, the police arrived at the tribe office. And looking back on it now, it was obvious what was going to happen. And out they came with her, bags and bags of cash, a laptop, but the other three tribe, nothing. They weren't took away. And it was all over the local, there was bits and pieces of news, different stories, different reasons. She got caught running the organisation. But how did they know everything? The laptops, the cash, what was going on? How were they going to catch her to put her away? Well, it's obvious now. They'd done a deal and they'd put cameras, microphone, they hidden everything in that unit. And it just makes sense. Yeah, of course, they would have. They'd have got all the information they need. But the elder must have done a deal that the three other tribe members were immune from this, and they were just part of the setup. But she set Joy up, and Joy got caught. Joy got, it was either 9 or 10 years imprisonment. Karma. And I can hear some of you shouting, yes, she got what she deserved. Banged to rights with all this video and sound and everything. But, and then, yeah, she got put away. But the thing is, she still had the £300,000 from the divorce. They couldn't take that off her, because it wasn't gained in anything to do with this that she got caught for. her apartment, she'd have been thrown out because she was in prison. Her car would have probably been impounded and started rotting away in a impound somewhere. So she still had all that money. She still got away with all that money. But now, locked up. The elder got out. And we know she got out after 2 years because she appeared for a few days. And then obviously part of some deal she'd done, she had to leave the area. And she just disappeared. And she was gone. But she sure told everybody what she'd done. And I heard so many different variations of it through that time. But yeah, they got her completely entrapped. And you'd think, well, maybe there's some laws to stop that, but she got put away. And she deserved it. Anyone dealing in those sort of illicit goods should be locked up, but yeah. Karma really came along and bit her. And this is one of those stories that I'm happy with the ending of it. And people still talk about it to this day back in that area. You know, it's I'm sure Errol would have obviously known about it. People would have told him. It's a bit sad for her kids, but after she dumped them and the way she dumped them, I don't think they'll be losing sleep over it. And Errol stepped up and brought the kids up anyway, so they're in a safe household. Joy, you can imagine, sat in her cell, realising now that it was a big setup, and she's probably screaming about it. But she definitely got set up a good, absolutely. Go to jail. Do not collect $200 when you pass go. Huh. When she comes out, well, she's still got all that money. She'll lose, I'm pretty sure she'll lose her British citizenship. Pretty sure, not 100% sure, but I think she'd lose her British passport, in which case I think she'll be sent back to Thailand. Pretty sure after that. There's no way they're going to keep her as a British citizen. So more karma is going to bite her. But she will be able to take that money with her. So that's a shame. Shame they didn't take it all off her. But it wasn't connected, so she would have kept it. Her car, no idea. What a sad existence she had with greed and money. And she could have been from any nationality in the world. This is not a story saying it's a type, you know, it is. This is just a one person in the world that's a bad egg and a criminal. So she's got what she deserves. She should have got more and took that money off her, but she'll get away with that. And that's it. That's the end of Joy. End of the evil Thai witch. I hope you enjoyed the story. It took a time to get to the end. I wasn't quite sure whether to string it out quite a few episodes and go in a bit more depth, but it was all hearsay, the little tricks and things that happened. So next love story, what do you want? Put your comments below. Is it time? Do you want a lovey-dovey love story with a happy ending? Do you just want a happy ending story? This is sort of a happy ending. She got what she deserved. What do you want? Let me know in the comments. It's going to take me a few weeks to put the next story together anyway, so there will be a break on Mondays for love stories, but yeah, we'll soon put another one together. But do let me know. And what's your thoughts? Are you happy with the outcome of what happened to Joy? Did she deserve that? Are you glad that's the ending? I hope so. It's been fun telling this one. Right, I'll catch you on the next story. Take care, have a great day. Now I just got to remember which buttons to press.